Dynamite! How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom Train. It's me, it's JJD, JJJJ, the Illuminator here. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. I've just been relabeling some boxes as I'm once again in the storage basement. It just got me thinking about, because it's a little bit cold down here, I mean it's that time of year, but it got me thinking about how I have an uncle in New Hampshire that back in the day, and I'm going back about 30 years ago, I would hear stories about how he lived in a small little town, still does. He lives in an even smaller town now compared to before. But the funny thing is, they still worked on a barter system, and maybe they still do today, but kind of like in the olden days everywhere, instead of giving money for goods, a lot of times they will do jobs for other things. I should say, instead of giving money for your job, you get other things. I can remember my uncle at the time, he had a wood-burning stove, and that's how he kept, pretty much in the winter, that was, I mean, he had oil heat, but it would cost a lot more for the oil heat than to have the wood-burning stove, so he would burn wood. Now up there they would sell wood by the cord, and back then it was like $75 a cord, probably a lot more money today. I don't know about that, I'm just assuming, but my uncle, I don't know, the cold, it makes my throat like this. Anyway, my uncle would go and do welding for different people because he had a welding machine, and instead of giving him money, sometimes the people would barter other things. He did a job for this guy a couple of times, and the guy paid him back with cords of wood, which I guess it kind of, you know, if that's what your business is anyway, I guess I never really thought of it. If he was going to give my uncle money, and my uncle was going to give him the money for the wood, he probably just said, well, if you need wood, you could do the job, and I'll give you 2 cords of wood. But there's other stories like that up there, how people will do things, and, you know, it's like, well, I did this for you, maybe you can do this for me. I don't see that around my town now. You know, everything is like, you know, cash on the barrelhead, so, I don't know. It just got me thinking how, in the olden days, it must have been a lot less worrying because I guess people took care of each other more, you know. I don't know. I guess I didn't really think this one through, but it kind of makes sense to me about the whole bartering system, but I think most places lost it. They don't do it anymore. Anyway, what do you think? I love you all. Stay safe. I'm off to the races. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back. And before I get out of here, I just wanted to say a big thank you for coming over and watching. It really means a lot to me. If you liked the video you just saw, hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button. It's 100% free. It'll help keep you up to date on all my videos and vlogs. And don't forget to ring that bell. Oh, this food reminds me of Moogie. I want my Moogie.